Hey everybody, got another video here for you. So, welcome to episode 5 of the Guitar 12 build, and this is all going to be about the paint shop, but I'm not really going to film too much, I don't think. I went ahead and masked off the fingerboard, and then I gave the body and the neck a single coat of lacquer. And as usual, I forgot to raise the grain first, so that single coat of lacquer kind of did that for me. And so I've got lacquered fuzz, I guess you would call it. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and knock that down with some 600. I just noticed that I forgot to erase some pencil marks too, so I guess I'll have to sand those out as well. And then once I've knocked everything down with 600, gotten it smooth again, I'll go ahead and give it a second coat and see where it's at. And except for the fact that there's not a whole lot on the back of the neck, and I'm going to have to probably sand a little bit deeper in order to get these pencil marks out. I was thinking that I might be able to get away with just one more coat of lacquer after this sanding, but it might take 2 or 3. Wait and see how it goes. So right now I'm gonna grab some 600 grit here, and yeah, this is like the only tool that survived the fire of the old shop. Is about half of the sandpaper. But yeah, this is some of the leftover sandpaper from the old shop, and I'm gonna watch some videos and hand sand this stuff down right quick. Just very lightly. Once over. I'll be back. Okay, this is after the second coat of lacquer. I knocked it back with 600, and then I wiped it all down with a damp tissue, and then I gave it the second coat. Got a little bit of a run on both the neck and the body, mostly because I was trying to get these inside parts, and once I got them, I'd have runs on the front and the back and such. The inside parts here on the headstock too. So what I'm going to do now, since it's a natural finish, I don't have to worry about sanding through. So I don't have to worry about building up in order to sand back any kind of run or anything. I can just come in right away and just take it back down level again and keep squirting, because it's lacquer and it all mixed together. As long as it's level, it won't show. So that's what I'm going to do. Take some like 320, I think, and knock this stuff down level, get rid of those couple runs and such, and then give it another coat, see how it looks. Okay, this is after the third coat of lacquer, and I think I put it in the drying cabinet like right after I squirted it, and I think the drying cabinet is running a little too hot, because it seems like the lacquer, I only put on a thin coat, and it seems like the lacquer's set up or crystallized instead of self-leveling the way it's supposed to. So it's feeling, I mean, it looks good, but I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Might not. It's kind of bumpy. But fortunately, you can probably see some here on the headstock there. Yeah. It kind of like crystallized instead of self-leveling. So I don't know what the deal is, but I suspect it has to do with the cabinet being too hot. But it also seems like it's got enough on it that if I take it down carefully with like 600 or 320, there might still be sufficient lacquer to go to polish. So that's what I'm going to shoot for next. And obviously I'm going to either cut a vent hole in the lacquer cabinet or switch back to air drying or something in the future, because that's no good. Well, I knocked it down with a bunch of 600 grit, and it's ready to go to polish. Okay, I've buffed the front and the back now, and with the lacquer on it and the buffing, it really is bringing out the flame really nice. That's the front, and this is the back. So yeah, beautiful piece of flame mahogany. Now I gotta do the sides. Well, it's done. All done buffing, and then I wiped it down with some tissue and Windex. I used to use naphtha for that task, but I think in high dosages the naphtha can actually melt the lacquer for a split second before it starts evaporating. So I now use Windex for cleaning off the rubbing compound, or the polishing compound. But yeah, it turned out real nice, and I'm quite pleased. So yeah, looking good, looking good. And it's really, this mahogany really is pretty wood, quite pretty wood. And there's the body, and of course with the flame. And it's not like, a total mirror, but it's getting there. It's definitely good enough for government work. I'm not going to do any wax or anything else that would increase the sheen on it anymore, because, for example, the back of the neck here still is going to be getting Teflon tape on it. And I still have to drill this for the swing bar, and possibly 1 or 2 holes for the pickup wires, and perhaps even some more routing for the pickup wires. So, but this is fine, just the way it is. If you look closely, you can still, someplace here, you got to hold it right. You can still see some of the pencil marks, like there's a pickup there that I didn't want to get it all uneven and trying to sand those out, so I just left them in. Once the pickup is there, you're never going to be able to see it, so it's not a big deal. But anyway, yeah, so they're all done, and I think that's going to do it for the paint shop, except for the swing bar, but I think that's going to be like its own little episode or something. So yeah, that does it for the paint shop episode, and so until the next one, everybody have a good one.